Can you please describe your method and actually what you do in Poland on this Congress?
Most of our patients are kids with cerebral palsy and other developmental issues. And the therapy is based on the relationship between the structure and function. So many kids have impaired function, and majority of the therapy is focused on that by facilitating the movement, which is very difficult for the child. But BDA therapy is working on another level, thinking about how the child actually feels in its own body. Because whatever we are doing, we are using our body, and our body is supposed to support any function. But if the child is developing in such a way that the body is not really supporting many things that the child is doing, then the child is starting to have a double problem. It could have a brain damage, which is impairing many ability of the child to initiate the movement and fine motor skills. But at the same time, the child, because of the poorly developed body, have additional issue, and that is energy inefficiency. So that means even if the child is learned to do certain things, if the body is not really developed through time in the proper way, the child will feel that it's very, very difficult. So this therapy is focusing on the connective tissue. We work a lot on the breathing. We work a lot on the ability of the child to carry in more energy efficient way its own body weight. And by doing that, we are actually improving energy efficiency, and whatever the child is doing, it becomes easier for the child. So then the therapies become more efficient.
You use this therapy only for children or also for adults?
The beautiful thing about this therapy is that we can do it with everybody, regardless even of the diagnosis. Because actually we can work with the adults that have a pain issue. They have a back pain, could be some problem with the joints, lack of mobility, it could be spine problem, it could be neck pain. But we can also work with the kids that have developmental issues by, creating a strategy of mechanical stimulation for the child, which will improve the child development from the point of function and structure. There is no age, borders there.
Okay. And Slobodan, what about effects? Can you tell a little bit more about how fast you can see some results?
So the effect is actually something which is pushing this therapy more than anything else. This is something which kind of opened the door for us at the international level. We are working from Japan to South African Republic, in many places in Europe as well. And we are very successful in our country, in Serbia. And most because of the effect, because the parents are seeing the effect, they are seeing that their child is changing at completely another level if you compare with the conventional therapies. And it's also complementary therapy with all other therapies, because if the parents are doing some other therapies, these other therapies become more efficient. And that's the reason why, for example, in Serbia, different centers are recommending to their patient to come to our center, because they know that working together we can actually further improve the child condition. It's not really creating this feeling of magic wand. You know, it's not a therapy that you do 3 weeks and then you see some amazing results. This therapy is something which is a long-term strategy. And usually the parents can see quite good results in the period of 3 to 6 months. Results which are visible on before and after videos, where you can clearly see the changes in the way how the child is moving, regardless is it walking, crawling, or sitting, or even breathing. So we are working from the level of the issues of the breathing. Many kids with cerebral palsy have that as a main problem, but we also work effectively with the kids which are walking by improving the way how they're walking. In our center in Serbia, we started using pragma system for verticalization, and we really completely implemented that in our therapy, which is called BDA, biomechanical developmental approach. And it worked really perfectly with what we are doing.
What do you think about this Congress? Is a nice meeting place, or what do you find here interesting?
It was really, truly amazing. The difference between this and these big fairs is that here people are really know what they are talking about, and they are like very, very highly skillful. It's not just selling stuff. You actually can talk with them and learn a lot. So I was really impressed with the level of expertise on this conference.
Thank you very much, Slobodan. I hope we will see you here next year also. Thank you.
Thank you.